I'm gonna have to film this through a really bad cough, so wish me luck. Hey everyone, Anthony here. In this week's video, we're taking a look at a new camera app that I recently discovered, and that app is VHS Cam by Rarevision. Now, you may or may not have heard of this app before because I did some research, and apparently it was really popular back when it first came out in 2015. I actually only found out about this app this summer. That also means that I'm like 4 years late to reviewing it, but yeah, don't worry, it's totally fine, I hope. As you might have guessed, VHS Cam is meant to replicate old videotape footage from the 80s, and I gotta say, it really commits to this. The whole design of the app is very retro, very 80s style, with a lot of attention to detail. The T and W buttons right here are of course for zooming in and out, and they replicate that cheesy camcorder zoom pretty much flawlessly. The zoom is so smooth that I was able to achieve some pretty cool effects with it, including the famous vertigo effect, which by the way looks really neat when filmed in a moving car. Another small detail that I liked is the default aspect ratio. By default it's set to 4:3, in other words a square, because back in the 80s 10-foot long ultra wides weren't really a thing, I guess, but I mean, I wasn't there, so hey, who knows. If you want, in other words, if you're a loser, you do have the option to set the aspect ratio to a standard 16:9. You can also shoot in portrait mode if you need to, for example, if you want to shoot like an Instagram story or something, so yeah, that's pretty helpful. You can choose to have the current date imprinted on the side of the video, but you can also have the date set to anything that you want, so if you wanted to be more authentic, you could set it to sometime in the 80s or 90s. Or you can have no date on the video at all, and this is the option that I generally go with, but it's really up to you. In addition, you can also have a custom title in the middle of the video, and as you can see, I set mine to say subscribe because that's definitely something you should do if you haven't already. There are also a bunch of filters that you can use to spice things up. My personal favorite filter is this one. It's called Nuclear, and it pretty much just punches up the saturation a bit. Here are some quick shots taken using the other filters. There's a variety of them, including a black and white option if you want to go really old. You can access these filters in the menu, or you can just swipe left or right to cycle through them. Digging deeper into the menu, there's also an entire section dedicated to giving you different tips and tricks on how to use the app, including long pressing the record button to take a picture, which to be honest, I would have never known otherwise, so yeah, definitely don't skip this section. Once you're done taking your pictures and videos, you can hit the little play button in the corner, and that gives you access to a nice little gallery view. Long pressing a clip allows you to delete it, and there's also an import option up here, so if you have a clip that you shot separately and you want to apply a VHS effect to it, no problem at all, you can do that. In any case, now that I've gone over most of the features, let's talk about pricing. There is a free version called VHS Camcorder Lite, which I had for a while, but you do have to watch ads to earn recording time, and then the recording time that it gives you is seriously limited, so yeah, it's just not really an ideal experience. I do have the full version, and it's like $2 or $3, which is honestly a lot for an app, and it's the only downside that I can think of, but in the end, it was definitely worth the money. At least it was for me, not just because I got a YouTube video out of it, but because the footage just looks really cool, and I can already see myself using it for different projects, and you know, I've got a few ideas in mind, so yeah, it was definitely a worthwhile purchase. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to check out the rest of my channel where I do various short films, tutorials, and reviews just like this one. But in any case, thank you for watching, and goodbye!